So for all we know, that was it. They might face off in the Big 12 tournament, but for right now, this is the last matchup as conference foes between the Baylor Bears and the Texas Longhorns. And in this particular matchup, Texas can't get out of the conference soon enough because Baylor has been hell for them the last 15 years. They couldn't find their way out of this thing through no matter who the coaches were. That they couldn't figure out Baylor the last 15 years, and they are so thankful to not be playing the Baylor Bears anymore. As well, they should be. I think this rivalry is special still in a way for this basketball program because this was really the first team, I think, and he'll never admit this, but the first team that Scott Drew circled and said, that's the program we need to usurp to get to where we want to be. And I'm sure people would have laughed at him if he said that. And now it's Kansas is that program, right? Like we're neck and neck with Kansas all the time. And obviously they have the history, of course, but Texas was that first one. And now it's Kansas because we've done the Texas thing. We've settled that. We are 1,000 times a better basketball program than Texas. And it was 2009 when that turned around because they had lost 24 in a row to the Longhorns. And since then, they are, let's see, I just lost it here. Since 2009, they are 23-10. Baylor is 23-10 against Texas since 2009. They are 13-3 since 2016, now 14-3 and 24-10 in those numbers. And they have won now 7 straight and 8 of the last 9 in Waco. And it's a pretty good run before the last 2 years in Austin as well. Like they closed out the drum in style. So that's the thing. Texas wishes they had this program. They do. They'll never admit it to you because their pride and their ego won't let them. But they wish they were this program. And many programs wish they could have even just the night that Baylor just had, let alone what Baylor's had the last 5 years, let alone the banners. And through all of that, with how great this program has been the last 5 years, and they've made the jump that I think a lot of us never expected they would, there is something bigger to this program. And you saw it if you were in the Foster Pavilion Monday night. Emotional win, unbelievable atmosphere, and all the context that goes into it. And then you have the seniors addressing the crowd after the game with genuine love. And then they brought out the chaplain who gave the prayer before the game, got the mic with all 5 seniors and prayed over every single one of them in a thoughtful, personalized message for every single one of them. That is this program. Beating the PISS out of the Texas Longhorns, hanging national championship banners, having terrific young men, and serving a greater purpose. That's what this program is all about. And I am so damn proud to be a part of that. And I know most of you listening are too. And it starts with beating Texas. I say Texas wishes to be this program, and I think that's underselling it a little bit. Texas Longhorns, you had every opportunity to be this. Every opportunity. The money, the resources, the recruiting, the coaches, the one and done 5 stars, all-American lottery draft picks you bring in all the time. You had the chance. You couldn't do it. And I know it's eating you up. Us, the Baylor Bears, the Baylor Bears, the athletic department you're still convinced is little brother is so much better than you in this sport, is eons better than you in a sport that a lot of people care about, is the national power that you could not become, that you could never sustain. You have Kevin Durant. That's great. You had the TJ Ford Final Four. That was 20 years ago. Fantastic. but it's been so far over for you. We surpassed you a long time ago. And then we took that to the next level. Final Four, national championship, Big 12 championships in the regular season. You can't touch that. You can't touch us. You wish you were us. You wish it. Who do you think you are? We are. You had every opportunity to be the powerhouse in Texas in this sport, and you screwed it up every time. And Rick Barnes hated us. And then Scott Drew, his program surpassed Rick Barnes, and Barnes got fired. And then they brought Shaka in there, and Shaka was Scott Drew's son. He couldn't do anything. Chris Beard comes in there, has a little good thing going, screws it up for himself, but still can't beat Baylor. And now I've got Rodney Terry saying that they need every foul call for Baylor to beat Texas. No, brother, you're not as good as us. Not on this night, not on this season, and not in the last decade and a half. You are not us. You are not on our level. And it's a beautiful sight. And by the way, Chris Beard's going to have Ole Miss in the tournament next year. Shaka is having a terrific run at Marquette right now. They've been a top 10 team almost every week the last 2 years. So it's not them. Rick Barnes has had some great teams at Tennessee. Great teams. It's not them. It's you. It's the University of Texas. You guys screw it up. You guys can't get out of your own way. And now you've seen Houston come in and bully you. They're a better program than you again. Right now, TCU might be a better program than you. And the Baylor Bears are unequivocally a better program than you. So you want to talk about bragging about going to the SEC? You're ducking all of us. You are ducking us because you can't compete with us anymore. Tech went to a national championship game. Houston went to a Final Four. Baylor won the whole damn thing, and there's nothing you could do about it. You could not get out of your own way. You peed right down your leg every time you played us. So yeah, good luck in the SEC. You won't have to see these in-state rivals anymore that just love beating you and do it a lot. So sayonara, Texas, and best of luck, because you don't have to deal with us anymore. And that's one of the best things that's ever happened to your program. Don't let it hit you on the way out. Thanks for making it your first listen today and every day. This is your favorite show, and it'll be back tomorrow. It's Locked On Baylor.